Thank you for joining us on this beautiful day when I think will be a amazing conversation. Let's give it up for Jill Martin, please.
So Ashley Parrish, who's, I guess, my boss, I was like, do I have to change my shoes? Because I was gonna dress up for you guys. And she said I didn't have to. And I wanna take this opportunity to just say that these are moon boots. The right and the left boot are the same mold, which is a great, this isn't my line, it should be. And the right and the left are the same. And so I was wearing this, and then there were heels, and I thought the chances of me falling at this point are high. So I was like, can I just wear these? And she gave me permission. But I did bring heels for you. I want you to know I was going to dress up.
We love you both ways, and you are very fashionable. Can we also, we're gonna get into your Sherpa line. Can we talk about this jacket that you have? Can you show us the back? The bling in the back?
Thank you. I didn't
Come on, a little commotion for...
So this is, ooh, that's, this is one of my faux furs. It's the bougie cousin to the Sherpa, and it has Nick's linings. But you know what's great about this jacket, and we're going to get into this, so I'll just start it with it, is that I look pretty good, right?
Yes.
Like my hair is growing back. Like people are like, whoa, you look good. Yeah. So it's just what you asked what I wanted to get out of this. I guess what I want to get out of this is that you really never know what someone's going through. Like everyone's like, you're good, you're done, you look beautiful. Like I didn't come out to the bazaar, and I haven't been with, like I would normally bounce from table to table.
Yeah.
I had emergency surgery where they had to take part of my back and put it in the front from the radiation. If you've known anyone who's gone through breast cancer, I got an infection. Anyway, long story. I'm tired of like talking about bad things. So it happened in January. And now every week they fill me up like with an expander so that it stretches the skin so that they could do the other, like this is my third reconstruction. So it's supposed to be the last surgery. So anyway, I wear my jackets now like over my normal outfits because I'm a little uneven still. And so I'm gonna just like wear faux fur and like move on with my life, you know?
Yeah.
But
that's right.
But I know what you see, like when I walk up here, and I heard what Brooke was talking. I know Brooke personally, and I actually do know everything my friends would say about me, and I'd probably say nicer things about myself after what I've been through. So I guess I wanted to just start by saying, like, I know what you see, and it's like, you just never know, ever know the severity of what someone is going through, and everybody is going through something.
Absolutely.
So that's sort of what I wanted to, you know, that's the only thing I cared about. There was one other thing I care about getting out, but I'll tell you that after. But that was really the point of
treat everyone with kindness. Thank you so much for that, Jill. And I think that's the perfect way to kick off our session today. I think what I want to do is I want to go all the way back. Is that cool with you? Can we take a trip down memory lane?
Whatever you want.
Okay, all right.
I'm just happy to be here.
You're happy to be here, and we're happy to have her here.
Yeah. This is like so many of you have come up to me and just like, I've talked to so many of you that have like either with the daughter or the mother or the sister or like we've all just like been through so much together as Today's Show viewers and what our family has been through overall, that it's comforting to be in a room full of that much care and magic.
You're in our living rooms.
Yeah.
We're having breakfast with you
And
every
now,
single
like,
morning, and now we're here in real life. All right, well, let's take it all the way back. You started out as a scrappy sports reporter. You were covering the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks, and you built amazing relationships with these athletes. I don't know if you've heard about them. They have really bright futures. Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne Wade. Oh, okay, we're familiar with them. Looking back in that period, at that time period in your life, did you know that you always wanted to be a reporter?
Oh my goodness, it's such a strange, not a strange question, but I always knew I liked to entertain, and so whatever form that took. Well, like I really honestly should not have been a sports reporter. Like I did not know enough about sports. And at the time I was dating a very famous sports writer, and I would call him and say, like, what am I supposed, it was the worst feeling, you know, like knowing what you don't know and then filling that gap in is something you learn with age and with grace and strength. But when you don't know something and you have to talk about it, it's the worst, especially in sports. So I was really happy when I got to the point in life, and I don't go by age. I think it's unfortunately, by trauma and experience, where I got to the age where it's like, I don't want to do anything that I don't know 100% about. Like, I don't want to talk about anything. I don't want to play a game that I don't enjoy. Like, I don't need to play every game. I don't need to be everything to everyone. And I think that's what I remember about my sport. But the unbelievable connections have come back. Now I just have them all in Sherpa because I have a Sherpa line. And, other than my Today Show family and my family, my job of like making America comfortable is like one of my pillars.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sports is like super exciting. I got all the licenses for the team, so I'm back in it, but in a business sort of way, which I liked. Like I didn't need to be. I never cared about being so famous, and not that people on the sidelines. That's not everyone's motivation, but some people like that. I really enjoy the business part of it. I really enjoy like creating. I enjoy this. I enjoy us deciding that moon boots are back and now they're back. Like on the Today Show fashion correspondent.
We said
like
so.
You want to wear flats because heels are really uncomfortable during the day. Like wear them.
Yeah.
Like thumbs up.
Yeah.
So so that's like the sports part of it. But it did come back full circle because all of those people, I'm turning 50 this year. All of these people are now like coaches. They were players when I was, and now I'm like, I'll call and be like, can you have your wife take a picture in the Sherpa with the dog matching? And, I have those relationships.
Life to me, and you said this, is all about connecting the dots, right? And realizing how everything you do, even from the start of your career, connects to where you are now. So it's beautiful to see that journey. If you could go back to that young girl who was maybe a little unprepared, what would you tell her? What advice would you give her?
It's so strange. Like, as I leave my 40s, which were hell, I did not have an easy time. And like, this isn't like the grief competition. Like, a lot of people didn't have an easy time and a lot of people did. Like, I feel badly for, we all have different things. It's like, it's not, I always say, like, people don't, they're like, oh, I broke my knee, but I tore my ACL, but I didn't want to tell you. I'm like, because it's not cancer. Like, I don't want you to have cancer. Like, I want to know these things, or a breakup, or, your kid got a B- and you wanted him to get a B+, whatever. That could still hurt. I want my nephew to be smart and I don't want to have cancer, both, but I should say, ahead of all of this, and, this should be, it's heartbreaking, but it also should be motivating because I'm still in it. The idea of going back and saying to my younger self, I wouldn't change anything because that I became a person who I lost my beauty, I lost my health, I lost my joie de vivre, I lost my marriage, all in 6 months.
Yeah.
So I built that person who was able to come out of that. And so had I been able to tell my younger self.
Absolutely. You mentioned this, Jill, that people now come up to you and they share their stories with you. How do you hold space for what you're going through as you're actively going through it, and also and empathize with what people are going through as well?
Yeah.
It's a lot for one person.
Yeah, it's a lot right now. I think that I am really doing the best that I can, and that is just good enough. It's not, I used to think that you needed to be at 99%. And then the day I was I'm cancer free now. So I just want to say that. 'Cause thank you. And I do, before I continue, just energetically, are there other survivors in the room? Will you stand up if you are a survivor?
Let's give them a round of applause.
A lot of people. Thank you. And I normally say, but I know everyone in this room, caretakers, because you really, it's a really horrible journey. I can't, even I can't sugarcoat it. The only thing I can say is that when you're given cancer, you're given a certain amount of magic. And if you're able to get out of it, you are able to do anything, anything.
Yeah.
I have this, I'm not allowed to talk about it, but whatever. I have this collaboration coming out, and the star of it is some major person. okay? And it's so major. Like name them. Like somebody can guess. I guess that's not NDA breaking, but it's so major. And Saturday night, I'm like, I have to ask, at least get the no, because like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So like now, I do not care. Like I ask, I lead with kindness. I make the right choices. I'm always looking out I want everyone in this room to be happy and live beautiful lives. And we can all be successful and we can all rise each other up. We're all different. And so, yeah, like it's weird when you ask about the past, it's like a totally different person.
Yeah. And for the better, you find that you.
For both, like it's heartbreaking and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think that I was given a life for 48 years that was pretty idyllic and that I wouldn't change. But the past chapter, chapter 2, chapter 3, hopefully will be after this next surgery. Chapter 2 is really hard. So when you say like, let's go back, like with sports, like that was like, I see that girl. I'm like, she is so much fun. She's dancing on tables. She's dating all the wrong guys. She's successful. She's so pretty and she doesn't know it. And I wish I did. Of course,
Yes,
like
can you get some
I
tissue,
have,
please? Okay.
my
Yeah.
team's like, let's put her last with the tissues.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay to, and there were a lot of things I didn't like about her. Like she was really insecure. Like I shouldn't have been, but like you just get that with experience. Like unfortunately, like you have to go through bad to know good. You just do. It sucks. And I wish that we didn't have to do that because it's painful for everyone and their families, but we do.
Yeah.
And so that's a fun girl to talk about, but I believe in fate. Like I don't mess with, I think God like gave me this opportunity to say like, a bunch of things. Like, for example, like I want to say this. I want to say that like when I finished treatment, I was like 20 pounds heavier than I was. Now I wasn't fat. I wasn't whatever fat is. I wasn't anything. I didn't feel like myself. And I called my doctor and I was like, I would like an easy win. Can I go on one of these drugs? And I wasn't here when you talked about it earlier. So
Yeah.
this is just my experience. Of course, ask your doctor. But I said, can I go on one of these drugs? And they put me on Zepbound. And I lost a lot of weight. I was like psyched. And then I woke up one day and I'm on all these like, I'm on, and if anyone cares, I can share and you could ask them the questions. But I'm on 2 like, continuing cancer pills. And then I continue, there's stuff, if like this, it never ends. And I forgot the point of the story.
So no, you're talking about Zepbound. There's a lot to.
So I wake up one day and they really like cause you to have joint pain, like really bad joint pain. And people stop taking them because of it. And like, I don't complain. My mom always taught me, nobody likes a complainer. But I couldn't get out of bed. And then one day I was like, I called my doctor. I was like, is there a chance that the Zepbound is like, and they're like, actually, that's a side effect. I'm like, finally, a good side effect.
Wow.
So like, it's controversial. So, but I'm saying it, and I'm saying, ask your doctor. For me, it has taken away my joint pains, and I have spoken to other patients going through it. And so I would rather share that and have people stay on these pills than not share it because it's not like, it's just something to ask your doctor, something else to ask your doctors.
Your transparency and your vulnerability is just one of the many things that we love about you. I remember, and I think we all do, tuning in to the Today Show the day that Jill announced her diagnosis. And what I didn't know in doing research about this was that you had just found out 2 days earlier. You called the executive producer. In that moment, I just want us to put ourselves in that headspace. You get this almost life-altering news. And in that moment, you choose to share it with us, your family that watches you every single day. Why in that moment was it important for you to share it with everyone?
When I told my surgeon, she said, normally people do this after, like, because we don't know what we're going to find. It's like, we didn't know that I needed chemo. And like, that's all I didn't want. It's all anybody doesn't want. Like, you don't want to have chemotherapy. It's just no blanketly stated. I will talk for everybody. And I didn't know how bad it was. And so what if I hadn't made it? I could have saved so many lives by saying, like, I didn't know my dad had this gene. Like, that's how I found out. My dad had a gene, not on my mom's side. And I'm saying to people, go get tested. Ask if it's appropriate in your family to get tested. What if I didn't have that opportunity? Or what if I was too weak? So I felt like I didn't care at that point. And that's like what you get from conviction and age, unfortunately, is like, I didn't care what the precedent was. I could not lay there in the hospital knowing that somebody else may not have to be in the hospital. My college roommate got tested. I said to my immediate, like, you know what you could do for me? Go get tested.
Yeah.
And they all got tested, and some people were positive. It's like 1 in 8, and in Ashkenazi Jewish, it's I think 1 in 4. It may be 1 in 8. Please don't quote me on that.
It's
but
common.
It's not great.
Yeah.
And she got tested, and she got the preventive surgery, and she has 2 little girls. And she calls me every day, and says, thank you. Like, I feel guilty that, like, I'm going on a trip and in my bikini, and you're, like, still dealing with this. But that's what, like, I feel like God gave me that magic to be able to spread the word, to be able to sit here with my Today Show family, where we could, like, sell chargers yesterday and then today talk about this. And that's what life is. Like, life is not, nobody gets off easy. I don't know. And can you name anyone? Anyone who, like, you're like, has it easy? I mean, you know, I think it's so important. That's why when people say you look so good, I'm like, thank you so much, because I look better than I am.
Yeah.
Thank God I don't have to explain it. You know, when I cold capped, which, you know, it saves your hair like 70%, but it's horrible. And it grew back faster.
Mm-hmm.
And Kim, who's here, you know, we haven't cut it since chemo. And this is it, like, since chemotherapy.
Yeah.
And, like, you would never know. You would think, like, I'm crushing it on Instagram. I'm crushing it on, like, nobody's crushing it. Everybody is dealing with something.
Everyone is going through something. And I mean, we talked about this at the beginning. We've talked about your surgeries and your cancer diagnosis. And how are you doing now?
I'm in pain. I mean, I'm in physical pain. The fills hurt. You know, it's an expander. They fill it with like with liquid to expand the skin. And then we laugh at my final surgery. Oh, don't feel badly about being so quiet. You can take pictures. We're gonna want pictures of the moon boots. Oh my goodness. Hi. I haven't seen you.
Typical Jill.
What were we talking about? Cancer?
And I love this levity, right? I mean, listen, you talked about the fact that you are in pain, and we're not going to sugarcoat it, because sometimes that's what life is. That's the moment that you're in right now.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. But also, what strikes me about you is, in this moment that we just have, is there's a lot of light around you, right? There's still a lot of joy around you. I was actually listening to you downstairs, conducting your business and all the different partnerships that you're still doing. Even though you're going through this, your spirits are still up. How do you keep your spirits up, Jill?
Yeah. I think they're up for me, but I think that I'm having a hard time, you know? And I think, you know, I'm just like doing the best that I can. And I think that the acceptance that I have with myself of doing the best that I can is really powerful. Like, the relationship with yourself is really, really, really important. I spend so much time alone, just resting, because I just, like, that this last surgery, he's like, it just, like, you've been through it, like, you know. And so I think I'm just like recalibrating, and a lot of people can't sit in the
In that space.
and that's a really hard space to be in, like, where you don't have, you know, whatever your version of closure is. Like, you know, the last surgery, it's like, they've said this 3 times. So, you know, like, I'm excited, yeah, but, like, I don't count on it. And so that's a very interesting, I used to believe, and I still believe in fairy tales. Like, you could believe in both. Like, if you believe in nightmares, you may as well believe in fairy tales.
Amen to that. I think a lot of us, as we're going through this journey, right, you have relatives, or maybe it's even yourself who's diagnosed, and sometimes you don't know what to say when people are like, I'm hurting, I'm going through a tough time. How do you sit in that space with someone, right, who is going through that tough time? Like, what advice do you have? Because inevitably, we're all going to know someone who's going to go through a similar journey. What advice do you have to help people sort of navigate that?
Yeah, I just think like always in life is just like things are just allowed to suck. Like it doesn't have to have a silver lining. Like it just some things don't.
Yeah.
Like I can't like a mother should never have to get a call that their child has cancer. Like that just shouldn't have to be. But it is. And I can never take that phone call away. I'll never get over that. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll never get over, my mom was supposed to come today and she's like, okay, just get me the gift bag. I'm like, okay. But I didn't have her come because I can't bear to, like, she could see it on social media and I talk about it in essays, but like, my dad doesn't read it or watch it. We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, he won't look at this. He's like, it's over, right? It's over.
And that's
And
the coping mechanism.
that's his. And you know what? Like, as I don't have my own children, but their calmness affects my nervous system. And
In what
my
way?
ultimate goal is that I believe success is not anything but a calm nervous system and a happy life. Like whatever that feels like to you, bracelets, pocketbooks, like all those things are separate things. But you have to have a calm nervous system to truly be happy. And so, my mom always says you're only as happy as your unhappiest child. Is that right? Like, yeah. So like, if my heart was broken on the floor, she would do anything to pick it. Like, anything. Imagine you can't do it. Like you just can't take it away. So, in some ways, I know this sounds like I had a healthy nephew at the same time. I felt like God had to pick someone from our family and they picked me because I could handle it. And I feel very grateful. I thank God every day for that because
Yeah.
I could not watch somebody else go through this. And now like I'm doing good with it. Like we're sitting here, like we're talking. I mean, I don't know why they picked me to punctuate the day because we should be laughing, but I do feel like, my new thing is like I want everything simple. Like I cleaned out and my house is like perfect. And this is how I started in the business. I got rid of everything. It's like I need 2 weeks worth of clothing because I wear the same t-shirt because then it gets washed and then I wear it again, And so I like got rid of, like my book says, like I practice what I preach, 75% of what I have. And that really helped me from a mental level, decluttering physically. That was a really good like kickstart.
Well, it wasn't just clothes, right? Like you are very intentional about the relationships and the people that you have as well. When we talk about like auditing your life, it could be a friendship even. You were also intentional about the people that you keep around you.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to just like protect, like if you want to be successful, hang out with successful people. If you want to be funny, hang out with funny people. I mean, it's just like that's the real thing. I mean, if you want to be better at Mahjong, play Mahjong more. Like it's like, right? I have to get into it. I want to because.
Are there
yeah.
any fans here? Can someone teach us? Are we coming over to your house? Okay, sounds good.
No, because I think
Yes.
it's cool to have like not everything has to be like so life is so scary right now. It's like there's like let's just like play Mahjong. It seems like such a good idea. Like bingo, I love because yeah. Bingo I love because there's no skill. Either you have 063 or you don't. Like so I like bingo because you don't have to think.
Yes.
It's
just mindless entertainment.
It's mindless. Like, and it's yeah. Yeah, you're like winning. I mean, I play at the local like hamburger place, and like it's a shake, and I'm like like we're screaming for that number, and then someone's like bingo, and you're like oh, it's just the highs and lows of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's something I was like I went from dancing on tables to like literally like I'm at bingo. I'm like, can you make it at 6:37? Seems like a little bit late for me.
But that's the beauty of life, right? We go from dancing on tables, having a good time, and then we're playing bingo. And in fact,
Well, I just like want to say, like, I used to do steals and deals and then go for chemotherapy. Do you know the mind F that was for me? Like taking off my eyelashes while I was waiting in the room. Like, I still can't believe that. Like, I would leave the set and be like, bye, everybody. Like, and then like go to chemotherapy.
And what was the mantra, or what was the reoccurring theme that you had in your head as you're doing that? It's
When
just,
you're going
I gotta
through
go
it,
through it.
you just are fighting. It's like now you're like, what just happened? Like when you're in it, you're fighting for your life. So like you have a mission. You almost have a goal. And then when it's over now, like when people think I'm like, don't touch me because I had surgery on my back. And everyone's like, oh, okay. Like, it's weird. It's like why I didn't come to the bazaar. And normally I'd be like sitting in the bazaar with you, you know? But people want to like, and even my dad like will go and I'm like, don't touch. It's just like a reaction, obviously. But I think the most important thing about, you know, this whole thing is to like, I love that all of you took the day and came to do this. Like, what a beautiful thing to do for yourself, to not be on no one's on their phones, no one's like doing, like it's just in the climate that we're in, this is like a really important, it's important to carve out time to be better and to do better, like for yourself, not for anything else. Just you're gonna leave here with some bit of knowledge, like we all are. I am, you know, listening to Brooke.
Me and you share the same birthday, April 14th. We both share the same birthday. I always love that connection. And you have a milestone birthday coming up.
That's very strange. I forgot about that.
Yes, no, that's a huge deal. Can we tell everyone how?
Oh yeah,
April
I'm gonna be. I think I said it, but so I'm turning 50, and
yes. How does it feel to hit this milestone? I mean, we're all thrilled and happy that you're here.
It's a lot. It's a lot. My mom asked me today, like, what I want to do, and I'm just like, let's just like let this one come and go, and we'll celebrate at another time. Like, let me get through this last surgery.
Yeah.
And like, let's just have it quietly come. And like, I'm sure, you know, like I'll do like a 50% off sale on the site. I mean, I don't, you know, right now I'm like really investing in, you know, I have stickums on the wall, like an inspo board. Like I make inspiration boards or like lists, and most of them have come true after I make them. I encourage them, but I put stickums up and for the rest of the year, and anything that doesn't fall into one of those buckets doesn't get done. Like whether it's work or whether it's fun or hobby, or like I'm really prioritizing life. But 50th birthday, I think, you know, I don't need to like be part of like the hype right now. I think like, let's just take it down a notch. Like I think I'm doing great for, like nobody would blame me if I were under the covers.
Not at all. You're doing more than great. We
And
can give it up for Jill. Yes.
So 50th, they'll be like, you could like reach out to me on Instagram. Like my mom asked, I think I'll just like have a quiet dinner.
Okay.
And then actually what I want to do is my dream trip is when my company really blows up. I would like to rent out the Orient Express from Venice to Paris. I took Emily to Paris. We did a story on it. And I'd like to like take my closest friends and family on that experience. I felt like it was really magical and transportive, and I don't know if it's transportative or whatever, but
Well,
you know
in
what I
both
mean.
ways, yes.
Like back to the 20s
Yes.
with like piano players and dancing in black tie. And also I really love going to the Sphere. So I did, I do the merch for the Sphere. We do a Wizard of Oz Judy Garland line with Judy Garland's daughter, Lorna Luft, who's had the same, we believe her mother brought us together. She's had the same surgery and like everything was the same. The chemo, the tumor, so not only are we partners in literally making ruby red slippers, because who's not wearing ruby red slippers, she is able to like really empathize in a way like she's been through it.
Yeah.
And that's comforting. And so you asked like before, like I just think somebody showing up for you, like and just saying like, watching a movie, like it's like there's nothing you could do, you know.
You can't change it.
You
but
can't
be
change
there
it
and just show
but
up in person.
Just like
Yeah, we've had such a good time. I know I don't want it to end. I feel like it should be a sleepover. Next time, let's get some beds, you know, let's make it into a thing. Jill, this has been incredible. I think this was a beautiful cherry on top to end the conversation.
Well, thank you.
Yes, and thank you for your transparency, your bravery, and sharing your beautiful spirit with us. We love you.
Thank you.